What's up, guys, and happy Motivational Monday. This week, we're going to talk about energy shift, or what I like to say, a mindset shift, the power of a positive mindset. But before we get into that, I want to have a quick shout out to my older brother for gifting me this book. This book literally changed my life. It's one of the many books that he's gifted me that changed my life. So let's get into it. The power of a positive mindset, okay? Stop saying I can't and just own the fact that you won't. Instead of saying I can't, let's be real. A lot of the times when we say I can't, it really it boils down to the fact that you really just don't want to, right? Most of the time, it's not we can't, it's that we're choosing not to. Saying I can't gives your power away. Saying I won't or I just don't want to puts the responsibility back into your own hands and holds you accountable. You're not incapable, you're just avoiding discomfort, and that's human. But let's call it what it is, okay? So next, mindset is a mirror, not a mask. You can't fake positivity, but you can train your mind to find the lesson instead of the loss. I can't tell you how many negative Nancys I have hung out with that every single time something bad happens to them, they just blow it out of proportion, are ranting all day, and they just can't find a good outcome to the situation. For example, I was on the phone with one of my friends the other day, and they were on their way somewhere, and the Uber took them and dropped them off in the complete opposite direction of where they're supposed to be. And they were like, what the heck? Like, I wasted this money on this Uber, like, so upset. And I was like, well, you're right next to your favorite grocery store. You're right next to your favorite place to go get a drink. And you're kind of close to what it was you told me that you needed to run errands for in the first place. So did you really get dropped off in the wrong place, or did you get dropped off right where you needed to be? It's that simple mindset shift that can change the trajectory of your day. So a positive mindset doesn't mean you're in denial. It means you're in control of your perspective. You can be real about your struggles and still be rooted in gratitude. And positivity is a skill set, not a personality trait. And the great thing about skills is we can learn them and we can improve them over time. Anyone can learn to think better. You're not a negative person, you're just not practicing positive thinking. You never want to be perpetually in pain and sit in your problem. And that's okay, because I used to be the same way. When I tell you guys, I used to have limiting belief, the house down boots. If anybody was my worst enemy, it was myself, and thinking that I couldn't accomplish the things that I wanted to accomplish, okay? Your thoughts are like reps in the gym. The more you choose positivity, the stronger your mindset becomes. And that's why this week, this Therapeutic Thursday, we're going to talk about another way to kind of help train the mindset in the morning. But you've got to consistently reframe that mindset. You kind of have to think glass half full instead of glass half empty, because if your glass is half empty, babe, that glass is going to be half empty until it's empty. Okay? And being negative, it's draining. Not just for yourself, but for the people around you. Nobody wants to hang out with the negative person all day long and just continue to hear complaining after complaint after complaint. I know I don't. And I've cut people off for being that way, because you can only take so much. I'm just being real. You can only take so much of the negativity and complaining all the time. But if you're able to switch that around and be like, okay, what can I take away from this that's actually not so bad? It changes the whole dynamic of the conversation, and it actually can change the dynamic of your day and the future outcomes. So this week, stop talking yourself out of your greatness. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too behind. You are becoming, and that is the whole point. Energy and mindset is a choice. So choose power, choose peace, and choose yourself. Happy Motivational Monday, you guys, and I'll see you next week.